Hiya. So for the past week, I've been doing this thing where I had to eat and drink everything alphabetically. For my social intersections class, we had to do an activity exercise. The activity exercise is based on Allan Kaprow's Happenings. Now, it does involve many things, the activity, but it does include the unconscious daily routines that we have. So for the activity, I had to choose some kind of unconscious, mundane activity I do every day. So what I chose was eating. I never actually eat for the need of eating, I always eat for the want. And even then, I don't even notice what I'm actually consuming over the course of the day. So I thought, what I should do is draw all my focus on my eating. Everything I ate and drank over the course of 4 days had to be in alphabetical order. So how did I go? Day 1. I'd been discussing this assignment with my family the night before. So when day 1 came around, I already had in my mind a kind of set plan of what I would eat and drink. I also knew that for dinner, we would be having a seafood curry, so I knew that I couldn't go past the letter S or I would not get any dinner. I planned to drink apple juice as the first thing I had that day. I had already run into my first obstacle because my brother had drank the last of the apple juice. I had to resort to apple and blackcurrant juice, but that was in a popper, which made me feel odd because I wasn't drinking juice from a glass. If this was a normal uni day, I would have just had the juice, run out the door, and then that would have been that. But there was also banana bread on offer at home, so I decided to cook myself up some banana bread. I wouldn't normally go to the effort of heating something up. The third thing I had that day was coffee. We had a half-hour break during class in which I went to the cafe and I was kind of hungry, but I wasn't hungry enough for chips, and I really wanted chips for lunch. So instead, I settled for having a coffee. Within 5 minutes of drinking this coffee, I realised that coffee alphabetically comes after chips, which led me to have cookies for lunch. It didn't satisfy me. Eating cookies for lunch. I had packed orange juice and Oreos thinking I was gonna get something better than cookies for lunch, obviously. So because I was still kind of hungry, I had the orange juice and then I had the Oreos. Normally lots of those foods I eat because I want to, but because I was kind of forced to eat them because I couldn't think of something, I didn't enjoy the experience as much. And then I went home and I had the seafood curry. As for the rest of the night, it went pretty much as I normally eat and drink anyway because I had tea, and then I had 2 yogurts. Now day 2 I felt a little bit more prepared. Trivia night was on at uni, and I wanted to drink cider at trivia night. I would literally have to consume things throughout the day that came before the word cider, which seemed like it was going to be difficult. It surprisingly wasn't. I started the day with apple and blackcurrant juice, then I had cereal, then I had chicken noodle soup. Actually different to my normal everyday kind of activities because I'd been discussing with my friend about how I had to do this alphabetical eating thing. And he suggested, well, I have these like sachets of chicken noodle soup. Would you like to have one? So already there, I had turned my mundane, ordinary eating habits into something social. I was sharing a lunch with a friend. Later, I had a chicken sub. Later on that day, I needed a snack, and so I just got a packet of chips. Easy. I got some hot chips at the uni bar. And then finally, I got to have my cider. When I got home that night, pasta was on offer, and then I finished the night off similarly with tea and yogurt. I see day 2 as a success. Day 3 was a little bit different. I don't have any uni on Thursdays, so I was just kind of home and kind of poured myself a cup of tea. Let's look at I've never seen a more dark and ominous photo of a cup of tea in my life. It actually ruined my day. I literally could not think of something to eat or drink following that tea, so I had another cup of tea afterwards because I was just like, I had enough time to venture through the cupboard. I chanced upon some TV snacks. I refer to them as TV snacks, so I figured I could use the brand name in this context. Veal schnitzel, which was actually planned for dinner, we had that for lunch instead. So Mum suggested zucchini slice, which I knew I would have to eat at the end of the day, but we decided we would make it together. Together, in the kitchen, we made a zucchini slice. Now, I wouldn't do this on a normal day, but I'd already turned a mundane activity of eating into, you know, an activity where Mum and I were cooking in the kitchen together. Even though I'd started with the tea, I felt like I was really starting to achieve something, and then I kind of ate ice cream. I actually felt guilty. That's what this activity has done to me. Day 4 was okay actually in the end. I had apple juice and then I had bacon and eggs. For the past couple of days I've actually been cooking myself meals just because I had to do it alphabetically. And then I had cereal, and then I had macaroni and cheese, and then I went food shopping where I got strawberry cheesecake, but then I realised it was strawberry cheesecake, so I had to eat it before dinner because I knew dinner was going to be Thai. And then I had yogurt again for dessert. The next day following, when I could actually eat food normally, I was still in the structure of the last 4 days that everything I ate I felt bad about because I'm like, oh, that comes before that and I'm eating it after it, which was really weird. I feel like I really actually kind of delved into a kind of obsessive compulsive thing there. I feel like this activity really defeated me now that I'm looking at it all. Thinking about food over the course of a day is actually bloody difficult to do. There we go. Thank you. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.